safe is hold you close till you can breathe.
Today I'll be showing you shoulder opening poses. We are going to start off with cow face pose. You bring your hands up behind your head and you try to clasp them in between your shoulders. It's okay if your hands don't fully clasp on your first attempt. Remember to always listen to your body, and if your shoulders are hurting a bit, don't push yourself too hard. Breathe in and out through your nose. Remember to always breathe, don't hold your breath. We now move on to standing forward bend with yoga lock. You bend forward with your hands in yoga lock, and you can even bend your knees a bit if your hamstrings are a little tight. Try to get your head to touch your knees. Breathe in and out through your nose, and remember to hold the pose for 5 breaths. We now move on to eagle arms. I think the pose name is pretty self-explanatory. You get your arms in kind of an eagle form. Hold the pose for 5 breaths and remember to breathe in and out through your nose. We now move on to my favorite pose. I like this pose because you can feel your body stretching as you do it. We move on to extended puppy pose. With this pose, you try to get your chest to touch the floor or the mat, while keeping your thighs upright and straight. Hold the pose for 5 breaths and remember to breathe in and out through your nose. And then we move on to thread the needle. This is also a great pose for shoulder stretching or shoulder opening. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. Remember to breathe in and out through your nose. And remember guys, I said that whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side so that both sides of your body get equal practice time. And now we move on to the last pose for this session. Please remember to do all poses guys, they are all extremely important. We move on to reverse prayer pose. You put your hands up like that, like you are praying, except this time you are praying in reverse, and that is the end of